Good evening, my friends, and welcome back to the next episode of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest. Last time out, well, we managed to make it all the way to the top of this part of the temple that we couldn't get to before. We've pushed a block down. We've got all the gold sculptures. That's nice. We've pushed a block down, but then the block disappeared. So we're going to be on a hunt for our block. Where did our block end up? We've reloaded the game. Did the block end up here after a reload? It hasn't. It hasn't. Okay. I would suggest maybe then we, Furore's Wind, return us to the warp point. This will take us right to the top of the building again. Right. Interesting. The block is back here. The block ended up back here. So we pushed it down and the block respawned. Okay, let's recast our waypoint. So maybe we're not supposed to push the block down the hole. I can't imagine what else we'd be doing with it though, to be honest. We could put the block on the switch so that the fire doesn't turn up at all. Huh. Weird. Okay. Right, well, let's go back to this. Like, the game hasn't even acknowledged, though, that we've previously hit that switch. Alright, let's get up here. Alright, let's try it again. Try it again. We just gotta get the block grabbed and gone quicker. I think I just fumbled the grab, that's all. Oh, that was slick. That was quick. That was quick. Come on. He's not grabbing it. Come on, grab it, grab it, grab it. That's weird. He's having a big old struggle grabbing that. Okay. It's probably me. The problem is probably between the chair and the controller. Right? Okay, good. Get going, get going, get going. Fine. That's good enough. That's good enough to get the block here. Okay. The only other thing I can imagine that you would want to do with it, well, I'm kind of tempted to try and drop it down there again. You know? Tempted to try. But maybe we need to do it, from like that corner so that it falls down the gap. Like, we tried doing it from the middle. The only other thing I can think of is that you actually push the block over this way and drop it onto its own switch to get rid of this fire permanently. The reason I think that's not going to work, though, is because this is obviously at a 45-degree angle, and you can only push and pull blocks in ordinal directions. I think I mean orthogonal rather than ordinal there. Here's the thing about using words. Just use whatever word you want confidently enough. No one will ever correct you. just say whatever you want, to be honest. Because, like... I definitely did mean orthogonal, not ordinal. Ordinal is more to do with set theory and whether a list of things can be ordered, right? Like, I mean, obviously. Okay, so I'm on this line here. Not quite. Come on, get to the edge. Right. This looks like it would be too far. This looks like it would be too far over. Let's try with this edge along this line, okay? I think we're trying to get this all the way to the bottom. Now I don't see it, which suggests to me that it's gone all the way down. We've reset our Furore's wind, so let's go. Right, the block's not here. Now our position reset. Our position reset, but the block not here. But the block's not here either. The block's not here either. I mean, I'm not sure what we'd use the block for in here. Like, maybe as a way to get up there. Okay. If I Furore's wind back. Right, without reloading. Like, bear in mind, I can always reload to get my... so the... Yeah, so the hook shot points have gone. They've reset. And the block is back here. So pushing the block down the hole can't be the puzzle, right? Oh, what are we using the block for then? What are we using the block for? Okay, I'm going to reset my warp point again. Like, it doesn't matter too hard because we can always just reload our save to get our magic meter back, you know. So it's pretty low stakes. Oh, there's no point doing that without hitting the thing with the hammer first. So dropping the block down the hole is not the puzzle. It's got to be a hidden wall then somewhere, right? It's got to be a hidden wall. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but like, where else would be? Where else would we be dragging the block to? Like, we can't push the block up a hill. I'm not even entirely sure what would happen if we tried to push the block down the hill, to be honest. But maybe my first thought was correct, that we just need to move the block out the way. No. Not quite enough, not quite enough. That's fine. Like, if I were to try and drag this over to the block here. Okay, the other thing to think about is... Yeah, no, right, it must be going down here. Mustn't it? Because what is the purpose of this hookshot point? Right? Why would this hookshot point need to exist? So that must be a hole that we can go down. Maybe I need to stand on top of the block with the hammer. I don't know. Okay, right. Let's try and push this one over here. I'm kind of interested to see what would happen with it. Right, there's plenty of space to push it this way. This is fine. This isn't going to go down the hole. Okay, cool. I mean, maybe this is the solution. It's weird though to push a block off a... I mean, it'll work, presumably. No. It actually doesn't work. Ah, right. Okay, it does nothing. Hookshot it is another option. Bomb it is another option. So let's try a couple more of the items that we have. right? Because we have had other things that have interacted with the hook shot in this dungeon. No. Bomb it. No. Is it something that's underneath it that I'm forgetting about? What was in this room again? Oh, no, 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 don't go into first person. Whoa, whoa, oh no, it's on fire! Oh, man. Just full-blown panic. That's better. Cool, handy refill on the thing. Right, that one does nothing. And out here... Well, this was just a lift. Oh, these guys have already reset. Hang on. Stand on top of the block and hammer the top of the block is my next idea. And I am running out of them, to be honest, but, you know. Right, those have all reset. So let's get the hammer back out. It knows that we've done that before because it didn't bother to give us the animation this time. Oh no, that's the animation I was thinking of. I would say I got the hit in, but maybe I got animation cancelled. So we should try it again to be on the safe side. Because it's not like I have another idea right at this very second. So... Why would it need to be a movable block to do that, though? Nope. Okay, I mean, what other options do we have, right? We've tried bombing it. We've tried bombing it, we've tried hammering it. We've tried hammering it from on top of the block. We've tried moving the block. We've tried dropping the block down the hole. That doesn't work. We've tried dropping the block onto the switch, and that doesn't do anything. I think, given that there's a hook shot point out of that... there must be a hole that we go into. But if it's not a hammer, not a bomb... Let's try and get the, let's try and pull the block out of the way again. Nah, whatever. We'll wait. We don't have enough time now. It's kind of a tight timer, this one, isn't it? It's a real, I almost don't believe it myself. But is there a possibility that you activate the switch? Come on. Oh, just got it out in time. Is there a possibility that you activate the switch and then push the block onto the switch? Probably not, right? Man. I wonder if I actually need to go to the comment section for a hint. Look, we're convinced that the block here doesn't need to go onto the thing, right? So let's move the block over. Let's test that theory out. Yeah. Activate the switch, then put the block on the switch. Because maybe it treats the block differently on a switch moving up versus moving down. I don't know. This is all very... This is very edge casey now by this point. Let's see. No. Okay, the switch can come back up. The switch can come back up perfectly fine. Like, hook-shotting ourselves through the fire. That's not going to do anything. Like... I don't know. Like, at this point, I really am. We're throwing pasta at the wall, and we're seeing if it sticks. You know? It's like... I don't have other strong ideas right now. I mean, maybe we could slide the block down the hill somewhere? Like, if we slid the block down here... Like, yeah, we haven't tested all of these walls yet, so... We've tested all the walls at the top. Like, like, that hookshot point has to just be a troll, right? It's kind of like, yeah, if you use this one, you're gonna end up back down where you started. So, like, that hookshot point is not genuine. Yeah, one last check on these walls. Okay, well we've tried hammering it, hookshotting it, bombing it. Bomb chew's not going to do anything. Like, we're really scraping the barrel now, but we'll give them a go, and then at that point, it's going to be time to ask for a hint, I think. So... it's going to be something really dumb as well. Oh... The symbol on the floor doesn't even give you a hint or anything either. Ah, it must be a room though. It must be a room. You can't jump into the middle of the fire, right? It's not like the fact that it's a hexagon doesn't matter. You can't stand in the middle whilst it's on fire. Heck, I don't know. We're gonna have to come back with a hint later, because I am genuinely just a bit stuck. We've been on this for like half an hour now, and I'm not really sure what the solution is. Like, I'm pretty convinced we need to bust a hole in there, right? And it's not a bomb. It's not a bomb, hookshot, or hammer. Well... yeah. It's not a bomb, hookshot, or hammer. So how are you getting in there? How are you getting in there? Unless it requires you to do it. No, you cannot do it. You can't do it whilst this switches up. And also, that would be like really against the dungeon design ethos anyway, right? Because these puzzles very rarely, except like pushing the block off a ledge, these puzzles very rarely give you an opportunity to fail them in such a way that they need like a hard reset. So, well, I mean, I suppose going out the room and coming back in would reset that one. So maybe it is something to do with not doing that first. But then there's no way to get up here in time. So I don't see how it can be that. All right, look, I'm gonna go and ask the comment section on the last episode, like, for a hint. I'm gonna be right back. Welcome back, guys. Well, big oof for us. It's nothing to do with this room. The only thing that's in this room is the gold skulltula that was underneath that block. That's the only thing that's in here. This has nothing to do with the solution of the puzzle. And I tell you what, right? The ability to go into... The ability for us to go into the boss dungeon has been available for us for literally an hour, maybe. Because as soon as we knocked down the large spire in the left-hand tower, which we were able to do before even going up to the top of the left-hand tower. I'd have to double-check the playthrough, but you know when we got to the top of the left-hand tower and we knocked that block down, and I was like, okay, well that allows us to get up to the top of this without the Temple of Time block, but we already had the Temple of Time block, so we didn't even need to go to the top of the left-hand tower. Anyway, right, the boss chest is in there, and we are supposed to go and light those torches. Like, that is what the game has been waiting for us to do. It's not that we have to light all 3 torches incredibly quickly. There's 2 different sets of torches, apparently, in the same room. We'll come to it. Anyway, we're also going to go and take out that chest as well, because the the thing that I happened to read also explained how to get into that one. So I'm like, whilst we're there... Oh, what? Okay. That's never happened before. Whenever I've jumped down there, I've always ended up in the middle of that thing. Nah, come on, back to where we were. Return me to the warp point. Yeah, and recast, because, you know. That's more like it. Okay. Hook shot out of here. That gets us back into this room. And we've got some jumpy boys to go and fight. Good. Oh, he got me. My Z. I still call it Z targeting, even though in this version of the game, of course, it's L targeting. But yeah. Okay, yeah. Hidden thing that you have to hit in there. And I don't know if this gets us anything in particular. I don't like. It's not a small key or anything, but it just means that you get every chest in the temple. There we go. I think we were actually full on bombs anyway, right? So yeah. Now with that, let's return to the warp point again. Now we're going to drop down again. Right. Okay. It's okay. We have got fairies. Although, if you save the game and reload, do you heal? I don't think you do, to be honest, but yeah. Okay. Now, from what I read, these 2 are a set. Oh, do you know what? We are going to need to go out and get some more magic power, though. That one is like its own thing. Now, we weren't able to light that one. We weren't able to light that one on its own. With arrows. We're going to have to use... So we need to use Din's Fire probably like twice. That's okay though, because we have a couple of teleport songs, don't we? Prelude of Light. Donna, donna, donna. So what we'll do, we'll go back to the Temple of Time, because the guys that stand just outside of the Temple of Time, the screamy ones, you know what I mean? They always drop magic. Get him, Link. Don't let him touch you, though. Get him a bit. It would also be, like, super great. Yeah, no, that's fine. Would it be good to also get a chance to heal up before I go in? When I played the piano as a youngster, I always really enjoyed playing marches, but yeah, I always had a real trouble with doing, like, there's a very famous Mozart one, which is like da 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 da. No, da 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 da. Yeah, no, it's that one, isn't it? It's and yeah, I always just had a real trouble getting, like, I always kind of wanted to sort of move my hand like that rather than alternate between thumb and middle finger. What could Navi possibly have to say to me right now? No, okay. It's like, hey, Link, that fire temple that we're currently doing, we should finish that. Okay, well, armed with a full tank of magic juice, this should now be much more straightforward. So, yeah. So, it's a little bit of a shame, of course, that that we weren't able to get this without it's a little bit of a shame, of course, that we weren't able to get this without looking it up. But yeah, I mean, there comes a point where you've spent like a full half hour on the tings that you're like, nah, come on, give me the solution because I don't see it. And hey, turned out we were like totally wrong with what we were supposed to be doing. So that's given us hookshot points, which is nice. I don't see what the hookshot points really give us though, except, you know, a slight sense of disappointment because... Oh! Hang on. Wait, no, that one, off in the distance there, that hadn't quite popped in, I don't think. So that gets us up to that... Excuse me. How rude. So yeah, so that enables us to get up to there. Then this one comes up this way. My takeaway from this one... Wait. We cast Din's fire over here, and that was enough to light that torch over there. Din's fire does not usually have that amount of range. Okay. My takeaway from this exercise is going to be that we need to not worry so... We need to try stuff before dismissing it. We need to try stuff, even if we think it's not going to work, before dismissing it as not going to work. Because I was totally convinced that the 3 torches would need lighting in quick succession. That it wasn't going to be like 2 torches and 1 torch. And that turned out to be an incorrect assumption. And the other assumption I made is that, well, I mean, I have no idea why Din's fire is able to go that kind of range, to be honest, here. But yeah, the moral of the story is, even if it looks like it's not going to work, kind of try it anyway, because... Oh, we've got these things. Because maybe it's going to work in this special case? I don't know. Yeah, we're just going to wait for the floor to do its thing here. Alright, make sure there's no... We should be able to hookshot through that fire, right? So this boss key... So this boss key's been available the whole time, in fact. It must be more complicated than I'm remembering, but... Oh, that's handy. It must be more complicated than I'm remembering, but it feels like you could definitely do this dungeon with only doing like half of it. Because we got the Megaton Hammer quite early on, right? And, okay, so you can get the... So you can get the boss key straight away, effectively, right? There's nothing limiting you from getting the boss key. In fact, wait, we needed the Megaton Hammer to come into this room anyway, right? Because there was like a statue here which blocked our way. So we had the Megaton Hammer before we even went in there. So is that right then? That basically, as soon as you got the Megaton Hammer, as soon as we went in there, we could have got that boss key straight away, and then we're done, right? We could go back to the boss, we could go back to the room with the boss key door and unlock it. I feel like I must be missing something there, but like... I mean, I suppose it only works if this pillar... Okay. Do you strictly have to have that pillar to be able to get up here? Yeah, you do, don't you? You do, yeah. There's no way to jump up here. Right. So you do have to get the pillar down. Okay, okay. Alright. Let's go take on the boss. Megaton Hammer. Now this is starting to get to the part of the game. This is starting to get to the parts of Ocarina of Time that I have played less, right? Ocarina of Time, kind of like Deus Ex, kind of like XCOM 2. It's one of those games for me where... You know, occasionally you'll fire it up, you'll play the first 3 dungeons, become Adult Link, and then be like, yep, that's my nostalgia kind of satiated for now. Subterranean Lava Dragon Volvagia. Okay. Yeah, so the first 3 dungeons is young Link, like, I'm, Is this, just a hammer only? Hammer whack-a-mole. Okay. Oh. Now it's just going to wander off. So yeah, like, it's probably around about this period in the game that is where we start getting less familiar exactly with the dungeons and so forth. Oh no! Oh. Ooh. Alright, okay, now it's just coming out. Oh! Oh! I'm already less than half health now. I mean, the bosses as Adult Link are definitely a bit... Would you say they're definitely a little bit harder than the Child Link bosses? I mean, pretty normal difficulty curve, right? I'll tell you what, though, I'm not going to miss the Fire Temple once we're done with it. I'm looking forward to the Water Temple, though. Now, comment section tells me, I can't remember who it was that commented, so apologies for that. Usually I'd look it up, but we're in the middle of a fight. But, comment section tells me to go for Water Temple basically straight away after Fire Temple, because the additional utility of the long shot just opens up a huge amount of side questing options for you, which is, you know, understandable. That's a good idea. So I think we are not going to spend too much time side questing between Fire Temple and Water Temple. I think we'll just go straight for the Water Temple. Ah, the old triple bluff, eh? That tells me that you're probably pretty close to being donezo. I think I might take it back, actually. Like, aside from, you know, once you've actually got the hang of don't go too close to her because of the hitboxes when you're trying to hit her with the hammer. Actually, this is not a hard boss at all, because she doesn't actually really attack you. Oh, the quadruple bluff! Oh no! Disappeared. One. Oh no, coming out. Oh, yeah, no, that's me getting hit several times by the rocks. I'd prefer not to use up a fairy if we can avoid it. Oh, gotta get all the way over here. No! Bonk, bonk. Ah! Never mind. She de-fairied me. Excellent. Oh, do you know what? You know you're thoroughly into the mid game once you've got now your second line of hearts starting. Like, that's when you know you can now take a few hits. Right, let's just head off. And Daruina can take his place as one of the sages. There we go. Lord Valoo is calmed once again. Meanwhile, back in the Chamber of Sages, thank you, brother. I really appreciate what you did. I thank you on behalf of the entire Goron race. You turned out to be a real man, just as I thought you would. By the way, I, the wild Daruina, turned out to be the great sage of fire. Isn't that funny, brother? Well, this must be what they call destiny. Nothing has made me happier than helping you seal the evil here. Hey, brother, take this. This is a medallion that contains the power of the fire spirits and my friendship. Ah, friendship. The only ship that can sail across any waters. You receive the fire medallion. Daruina awakens as a sage and adds his power to yours. Don't forget, now you and I are true brothers. Oh, that's it. Right, there's no more of anything going on there. Ooh, piece of heart over there, huh? That's the other entrance, though, I think, isn't it? So we gotta climb to the top of the volcano to get to that one. Well, my friends, that's going to be it for the Fire Temple. Next time out, we are going to be heading straight for the Water Temple. How do we get into the Water Temple? Well, that's not entirely clear to me right now. I suppose a good starting point would be to head to Zora's domain, or maybe we're just supposed to go to Lake Hylia. I don't really remember. I might even wait for Navi to give me a hint, but we'll probably make our way up towards Zora's domain first. That's gotta be the way to get into the Water Temple, right? Join us next time. That's where we're going to be headed. See you next week. Bye for now.